Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. A van and box truck crashed this morning on Route 940 in Hazel Township, not far from Freeland. According to fire officials on location, the driver of the van had to be cut out of the vehicle. The driver was then taken to a local hospital via APTS EMS. The driver and passenger of the box truck were also taken to a local hospital. No word on their conditions. State police are investigating the crash. Hazel Township Fire and Rescue were on location. A Freeland police officer that was getting gas at a nearby gas station was flagged down about the crash and assisted at the scene. The crash remains under investigation. Hazleton Area School Board revised their plans at last night's meeting and are now looking into building a new wing onto the high school for its 9th graders. Our Julia Wiegand has the details.
9th graders in the Hazleton area would attend a newly built wing of Hazleton Area High School, according to a revised architectural plan that the school board seems in favor of.
There's certainly going to be tweaks on how that end result is going to look. But yeah, we wanted to make sure the board was comfortable with how that is going to play out. And then the next phase we'll look at the numbers. Can we afford what we're looking at this point? And how can we make that piece of it work?
The design discussed at their meeting last night included 24 classrooms and expands the cafeteria in a 2-story wing parallel to the tennis courts on the west side of the school. 9th graders would still have access to the swimming pool and gymnasium. Their wing would have an elevator, and bathrooms on the outer wall could open for students playing tennis, softball, and basketball. That project wouldn't begin until 2020.
We're looking at trying to expand our existing buildings. It seems to be a little more cheap construction for us to add on rather than purchase or even build, especially build would be much cheaper than that. So we're looking at different avenues that we have at our fingertips to make sure that we're doing the most equitable thing for our taxpayers and for our students.
A new Career Center entrance facing the field hockey field on the east side of the center would accommodate families who register new students.
Make it more easily accessible to new parents, new students coming into the district. Make it more easily accessible, as I said, to patrons coming in. Make it more user friendly. Right now, it gets a little crowded downstairs, so we want to make sure that we're open and welcoming to new people.
The Pools to Classrooms project will start early 2019 and cost $6.8 million. The district spent $523,000 more than it received in the 2017-18 school year, and its fund balance declined to $6.7 million, according to an audit recently given to the board. A small gymnasium, Vital House, and a special education center for local students who are now educated out of town would move into the Hazleton Area Career Center in later phases. Reporting in Hazel Township for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Extra revenue may be coming to the city of Hazleton via a solar farm. The Hazleton City Authority is discussing leasing land near the Humboldt Industrial Park. The 1,000 acres would be used by developers of a solar farm. The authority received a letter of intent from the developers before Thursday night's meeting. This project could generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue for both the authority and the city of Hazleton. Though the matter is only being considered right now, the lease of the solar farm could generate as much as $300,000. The developers could lease nearly 1,000 acres behind a reservoir on the north side of Route 924 at $300 an acre for a possible 35-year term. The project is said to also have no negative impact on the environment or the water supply in that area. The 2019 Tamaqua budget was adopted on Tuesday by Borough Council, and residents can expect to see a slight increase in their taxes. The spending plan includes a 0.5 mil property tax increase, which equates to about an extra $13 per household. It will add an additional $35,000 to the budget. Borough Council also wants residents to know about changes to the holiday garbage collection times. Residents who have garbage pickup on Tuesday will now have it picked up on Wednesday. Recyclables are scheduled to be collected on Saturday. Whitehaven Borough Council approved the 2019 budget this week. It includes a 1 mil property tax increase. The increase is only the second time in 20 years that borough taxes were raised. Although the cost to a homeowner will depend on the assessed value of the property, average increase is about $75. A new intermunicipal committee has been formed to help keep the Weatherly Area Community Ambulance operating. The new committee consists of a representative of Lucerne Township, 2 from Lehigh Township, 1 from Packer Township, all the members of the Weatherly Ambulance Association, Weatherly Mayor, and 2 Weatherly Borough Council members. Weatherly Ambulance is getting help from Mahoning Valley Ambulance for now. The intermunicipal committee will begin meeting in 2019. Coming up on WYLN News, waiting a little longer for the air show to arrive. But first, before we go to break, a quick check on the forecast. The rain will taper off, the temperatures will become more seasonable, but it's looking like a green Christmas. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
When was the last time someone pumped your gas, checked your oil, cleaned your windshield? At Craig's Tire and Auto Service Center, they believe in full service at the gas pump. Craig's also offers full computer diagnostic service, alignments, Pennsylvania state inspections including emissions, brakes, tires, anything you need to keep your car running perfectly. Let Craig's do the work for you like they have for over 50 years. Craig's Tire and Auto Service Center, 620 East Diamond Avenue in Hazleton.
Say Merry Christmas with a gift from Felons Jewelers in Hazleton and Cunningham, making people happy since 1922.
Your safety matters to us, and now we've been recognized for it. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton earned an A in patient safety from Leapfrog Group. This means we're among the best in the nation for patient safety. We provide the expert care you need close to home.
Officials at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport say the air show that had been planned for next year has now been pushed back to 2020. Airport authorities have been working with the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission to close certain parts of the turnpike near the airport that would allow for the U.S. Navy Blue Angels to perform during Memorial Day weekend 2019. Permission to close the turnpike near the airport? Denied. That's because of expected heavy holiday traffic. So the air show is now planned for the weekend of August 22nd and 23rd, 2020. Officials say the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds are scheduled to perform on the new date in the 2020 air show. Democrats in Pennsylvania's state Senate say they'll introduce legislation to continue protections in individual health insurance plans should the Affordable Care Act be permanently blocked in the courts. Democrats said Thursday they'll introduce the bills after the 2-year legislative session begins on January 1st. They say the bills will require individual plans sold in Pennsylvania to cover the federal law's 10 essential benefits and to cover pre-existing conditions without charging more. On Sunday, new legislation that increases penalties for repeat DUI offenders goes into effect across the state. Act 153 will mean a felony penalty for a third-time DUI conviction within 10 years if third offense is with an alcohol content of .16 or higher. Also, increased penalties for homicide by vehicle while DUI and increased penalties for various offenses associated with driving illegally while under a DUI-related license suspension. A new director of development has been hired at Penn State Hazleton. Chancellor Gary Lawler announced that Penn State alumni Kristen Reese will take over the position. She previously worked as manager of prospect research at Hackensack University Medical Center. Her new duties for Penn State Hazleton will include developing goals for annual fundraising and campaigns and managing all aspects of development for the Hazleton campus. Reese received a bachelor's and master's degrees in telecommunications from the university. Coming up on East Berwick's News Choice, taking the worry out of waiting in Community and You. Stay with us.
And to all the viewers throughout the greater Hazleton area, I want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Call Whitetail this holiday season for outside catering of all your holiday parties. Gift cards for trap, skeet, and sporting clays are also available. They're perfect for an experienced shooter, and shooting lessons are always available for first-timers. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-535-6123. Contact Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range this holiday season.
In preparation for the Christmas season, Antonia's Jewelry and Repair is filled with special collections for this season of joy. We offer a variety of watches, including Bulova. Fine diamond jewelry in yellow, white, and rose gold. Engagement rings that can be custom designed so it is one of a kind. Diamond anniversary bands, rings, pendants, earrings, and more. Full service jewelry and watch repairs. Stop in to see Toni, formerly from Howard's Jewelers. Let her help you pick the perfect gift. Antonia's Jewelry and Repair, 289 Airport Road in Hazel Township.
Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event. Come into All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today. Experience holiday cheer with the new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab with Ram Cargo Management. Save up to $11,750. Or lease a new Dodge Durango SXT all-wheel drive for just $279 a month for 36 months. And get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Welcome to Community and You here on Wyln. It's Wednesday, which means it's Wellness Wednesday, thanks to our friends at Lehigh Valley Health Network. And today we're on location at the Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, and we're talking about a new program that's available here. And it's something that we could use as we're waiting to learn more about our family members who may be going through a surgical procedure here at the hospital. And Susan Zanellini, who is a operating room nurse, is here with me to talk about it. And Susan, this is a great new application that the hospital is providing. So when people are waiting, they can learn about their loved ones' care, what's going on, how the procedure's going. So how does this work every day here?
What happens is the patient family, they download an app, and the app, the night before they come into surgery, and they sign a consent that says that it's okay for us to use this device to communicate with the family while the patient's in the operating room.
And this is a great new tool. So I know in past sitting, waiting to learn information, and it seems like it goes on for hours and hours. This now gives you guys the opportunity to say what's going on. So you can walk them through almost about every 30 or 40 minutes or so and kind of give them updates.
Correct. And we let the family know when the patient's asleep and then when the procedure starts. And we just keep on communicating with them as the procedure goes on.
So this is really neat, and it's providing some information. Now, this is an app on a smartphone or smart device, but if somebody doesn't have one of those, you guys do have them here that you're able to let them to use.
Yes, we allow the patient's family to take one of our little iPods, and we can communicate with them.
So this is really cool, and for somebody who has been around a while doing this and seeing how this is, what are some of the reactions people are getting now that seeing that they're able to get this up-to-date information?
We are getting positive feedback for this, and most of the families are very happy with just knowing that their loved one is in the OR and doing well.
And I know somebody who has been on that side waiting to hear, sometimes, like I said, it does feel forever, and getting those updates, it's nice. So the EASE application is now available here at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. The surgical staff is using it. So the next time you're here, inquire about it and get all the information you need. And Susan, as somebody who has been in the OR and sees what goes on, and having this new application out there so families are a little bit more at ease, helps you guys as well.
It does. The family isn't questioning. The nurse, the doctor has to give them all their information. So it goes through the doctor to us, and then we are allowed to communicate with the family.
So another great application, another great thing going on here at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. And the next time that you're here and you need to learn more about it, just ask your doctor and the nurses here, and they can hook you up with it if there is a procedure. That does it for us here on Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us in Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Jay, I just wanted you to know when we purchase a dealership, we're facing some tax burdens. If we don't take some losses now, we're going to have to pay the IRS.
Okay, Jeff, if that's what we got to do, I'd rather give it to the customers than give it to the man. So now through the end of the month, all remaining inventory will be sacrificed. Discounts will never be bigger, rebates never larger. Don't miss this tax eliminator sale. I'm going to take the deals nobody else would even think about taking.
Don't forget about our $2,000 New Year's giveaway, now to the end of the month.
Well, there's $2,000 we can write off.
Hi, this is Trooper Anthony Petrowski from the Pennsylvania State Police, and from all of us at Troop N, happy holidays.
Monday, an early morning crash on Interstate 81 in Klein Township shut down the southbound lanes of the interstate for about 3 hours. When first responders arrived on location, they found the tractor-trailer on its passenger side, blocking both lanes. Crews from McAdoo and Delano were on location. The driver of the tractor-trailer was taken to a local hospital for treatment. Tuesday, Hazleton City Council voted to pass their 2019 budget that calls for a tax increase. Officials in Hazleton say the hike was brought down from its original amount. The 2019 budget is in line with the city's financial recovery plan from Pell. Wednesday, a car chase that started in Beaver Meadows ended in Franklin Township near the on-ramp to the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Police say the officer in Beaver Meadows tried to pull over the white van, but it took off. The chase went through Packer Township, Nesquehoning, Jim Thorpe, and Franklin Township before coming to a stop. 4 people were taken into custody. A 5th person, 27-year-old Danny Washington, was taken to the hospital after a struggle with a cop when the cop's gun was discharged, hitting Washington. He later died from his injuries. The investigation continues in that incident. Thursday, Officials have announced a new tool in the state's fight against the opioid epidemic. Attorney General Josh Shapiro says a suspicious activity report form is now available through his department's website, along with the State Department of Health's website, and within the state's prescription drug monitoring program site. Friday, a minivan and a box truck crashed Friday morning on Route 940 in Hazel Township, not far from the Freeland Borough line. According to fire officials on location, the driver of the van had to be cut out of the vehicle. The driver of the van was taken to a local hospital via APTS EMS. The driver and passenger of the box van were also taken to local hospitals. State police are investigating this crash in Hazel Township. Hazel Township Fire and Rescue were also on location with state police. That's your weekend review on WYLN.
The public is invited to attend an annual Christmas Eve celebration at a church in downtown Hazleton. Christ Lutheran Church once again hosting its Christmas Eve service. The tradition dates back to nearly 150 years ago when the church first began. Today we spoke with Pastor Wayne Loophole about next Monday night service.
To our Christmas Eve services this year. They are at 7 p.m., a family service where parents and children can worship together, and also our 10:30 Festival Eucharist, which is a candlelight service, a little more elaborate and a delightful way to celebrate Christmas Eve.
In between the services, there will be musical preludes beginning at 10 p.m.
Featuring both our organist, Mark Billett, and also a virtuoso violinist, Simone Maurer, who will be with us again.
Volunteers have been busy preparing throughout the season with church decorations and practicing musical selections.
The choirs, the chancel choir will prepare special music for the occasion, and the bell choir also. So it'll be a very festive evening. It remains still focused on the birth of Christ, of course, and our praise of him using some very familiar and beloved carols.
Once again, services begin 7 p.m. Christmas Eve at Christ Lutheran Church in Hazleton at West Green and Church Streets right across from City Hall. This evening, all of us at WYLN TV are sending out our condolences to friends and family of Barbara Umloff. Barbara served as shelter manager at Hillside SPCA. Joe and Caroline's fund was started in memory of her two children, Caroline Parnell, who died in 2017, and Joe Parnell in 2006. Barbara dedicated her life to helping all the animals that came into Hillside. Barbara will be missed by so many in the greater Pottsville area and beyond. That's the news. Remember, you can always get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event. Come into All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today. Experience holiday cheer with the new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab with Ram Cargo Management. Save up to $11,750. Or lease a new Dodge Durango SXT all-wheel drive for just $279 a month for 36 months. And get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
Jay, I just wanted you to know when we purchased a dealership, we're facing some tax burdens. If we don't take some losses now, we're going to have to pay the IRS.
Okay, Jeff, if that's what we got to do, I'd rather give it to the customers than give it to the man. So now through the end of the month, all remaining inventory will be sacrificed. Discounts will never be bigger, rebates never larger. Don't miss this tax eliminator sale. I'm going to take the deals nobody else will even think about taking.
Don't forget about our $2,000 New Year's giveaway, now to the end of the month.
Well, there's $2,000 we can write off.